Yo.
We're back.
What's up, dude? It's been a fucking hot minute, man. Holy.
We're not done yet.
We're definitely not done. Took a little break, had to reset, life.
All the life stuff happening.
Yeah, man. Shit like that.
But we're back. I'm going to try to be more consistent. I like of course, I want our next place I want to go is Casadega.
Yeah.
Because it's so close.
Yeah, bro.
We've talked about that previously, but that one's a cool one with all the mediumship and everything.
Mm-hmm. The Devil's Chair.
Yeah, exactly. The Devil's Chair. They have it's the dude that started Casadega. He met with this his spiritual guidance dude, and I could be wrong about this, but I think he was I don't remember what he was. I don't know if he was Native American but he was into spirituality, and I can't remember what the element of spirituality was, but he told him, he was dude, you got to go. He went to a spiritual guider, and he was you have to go and open up a spiritual place here, and he chose Casadega.
Of all places in Florida.
And it's they say, that place in particular is a spiritual vortex.
Yeah.
There's a few of those in there?
Yeah. I've watched a couple of videos on it.
Apparently Casadega is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting.
I'm down to go check it out.
Yeah, dude. That place, it's not that big either, so we should be able to
It's tiny. It's like a street, one street or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. So you should be able to film a lot of stuff quick.
Yeah. It'll be quick. We can probably talk to somebody. Get a little reading or something.
It'd be sick if someone came up to us.
That would be nuts.
If the universe does that, that would
Hell
be sick.
Yeah, that would be insane. Could you imagine? I know what you guys are here for.
That would be pretty good content.
That'd be dope.
I would say. But yeah, man. I'm trying to think. We got a few topics I can go over.
Yeah, man.
But
for sure.
I know you said you were having some weird dreams.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a dream review. I've had some weird dreams too.
Yeah, it's been consistent. I haven't really smoked weed consistently, so I don't know if maybe it's a withdrawal of it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I've had some weird dreams the last month where it's just way too vivid, and normally vivid dreams in me they don't occur often. Maybe a couple times a year where you wake up fucking dude, pretty much you're going to have a shit day. Yeah. Because of how much energy it took out of you.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
But it's been consistently happening the past month where I'm just I'll wake up. It feels like I'm dying, I wake up and I just don't feel like I'm there. Mm-hmm. And I'm struggling to wake up. But when I wake up, I feel heaviness and out of breath. And no, it's not fucking sleep apnea, all right? It's not fucking sleep apnea. it's not it. I've heard it and I've researched it, freaking myself out with shit, self-diagnosing. But
yeah,
no, it's definitely not it. It's just, I don't know if you ever felt it. It's almost if your body's asleep and you're trying to get out of it. Almost when you have a. What's that shit called?
Sleep paralysis?
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
Yeah, yeah.
But it just feels ugh.
Mm-hmm.
If it feels I just dove into my body.
Yeah.
If I astral projected, but I don't know how I don't know how to take it back in. Yeah. Myself when I'm getting back in my body. Mm-hmm. So that's what it feels like. It just feels a weird, gross feeling.
Yeah, that is strange. I know that's
strange.
What I know I've talked about this probably before, but your spirit goes and essentially recharges. It's weird humans have to sleep in the first place, Yeah. But if you don't sleep, it's your spirit never sleeps. It's just your body that sleeps. Yeah. It's because your spirit's eternal. Because it literally never sleeps. So the only thing that has to sleep is just you're physically tired. Your consciousness never really gets tired. It's just your body. Yeah. And your thinking.
Yeah. That's why they say your body's all constantly traveling dimensions and timelines and shit. Mm-hmm. Which I've felt the same even with that the last couple months also is just timeline switches, weird shit. You know? I don't know. I've been glitching like crazy.
No, so. it is interesting.
Yeah.
I know, for me, I have a bunch of crazy, tapestries in my room all over the walls and shit. And, they're all, they're all Hindu tapestries, but like what they are, they're like all mandalas. So like it's like there's nothing but like mandalas, dude. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, bro, and like I'll be like half asleep, like half up, and I just wake up and look at one of them, bro, and they're like fucking like glowing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I'll look at them and like they'll be like glowing, and then I'll like snap out of it like I'm high on mushrooms or something. And I snap out of it, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You're
That's
like,
crazy.
What the fuck was that, dude?
I know. Like I'll literally like be like half asleep, half awake, like looking at them and like they're tripping out.
Yeah, man.
It is weird, man. I don't know. There's something weird when you go into the dream realm, and that's like what like when you get hypnotized, like hypnotherapists, they put you into that dream space to where like you literally just fall asleep, but it's like your spirit is in a different place. Like I was watching these group of paranormal investigators, dude, and they were in a house and they were talking to these entities, and like he was like, all right, I'm gonna put you under hypnosis and see if you can see these things. So like he would do this thing to the dude. He was sitting on the couch and he like did a bunch of things and like snapped his fingers and he fell asleep, and he's like, all right, when I snap my fingers, you're gonna wake up. And then he would wake up, but like his eyes are open, but you can tell he's like asleep.
Yeah.
So like he would be like, okay, what do you feel in this room? Like, what part of this room do you feel the entities are in? And he's like, in that corner over there. He's like, in that corner, in the right corner over there, there's like a guy standing there, like smiling at us.
Yeah.
And then they were like, they're like, okay, interesting. What is he? Does he like want us to leave? Is he like upset? He's like, he's just looking at us. You know what I mean? He's just looking at us. And then they had his other dude that was with them, and he did the same thing. And then this guy's trip was like, dude, it's like they're tripping on drugs or something. You know? It's like they literally are not even on drugs. They're just fucking under like a hypnosis, whatever that is. Yeah. Like it's weird that humans can do that to other humans. Yeah. Like how the fuck can you like hypnotize somebody?
I mean, I don't know.
With these steps. Like they all follow the same steps where like he would be like, all right, do this, and he'd be like, pretend get extremely calm, and he'd be like, all right, now envision yourself at the beach, looking at the water. And now you see the water rise, and then they would see the water rise, and it's like because they make you like envision certain visions, and then once they see that they're able to see that you're seeing the visions that they're putting in your head, then they're able to get you. Yeah. It's weird, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's happened to me when you're like daydreaming.
Dude,
you know, because you're literally just, I feel like you're controlling your mind consciously, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Because you know, like when you daydream, it like, you visually see stuff. Yeah. But you're literally just looking. Of course. You're not looking at anything. Like you know, like when you get like mushrooms will do that to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you'll stare at a wall, and then all of a sudden you're literally in a different place. Yeah. But you're still just staring at the wall.
Shit's scary, bro.
It is crazy.
You're literally projecting like scenes in front of your fucking eyes.
Yeah.
You know?
Like it'll play like things like one time I was high on mushrooms and it was playing things like back like from like my childhood.
Oh yeah. That's happened to me on shrooms before.
And I was like, what the fuck? It was like, but I was like so locked in to it. I felt like I was literally back in my childhood, like chasing like because that's what they say, like there is no past, there is no future. It's all one. Yeah. It's all one big thing. So you're able to like tune back to that frequency of like a past. They call it the past, but you're just able. It makes sense if you don't believe in past and present, or sorry, past and future. There's just present. So in the present, you're able to like tune back into that experience. Yeah. It is weird.
Yeah, I've had some weird dreams like that where they feel that realistic. Yeah. On the same vibe, you know?
I'm trying to get to where I can lucid dream, but like I can never really cuz like in my dreams, dude, I'll talk about dreaming. Like I'll be like in my dream talking about dreaming. But I'm not able to realize I'm dreaming yet, talking about dreaming. Yeah. I still think it's real, like but I'm in my dream talking about it. Like that's a paradox.
You're trying to get deep.
Yeah.
But it never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the last dreams I had, like I was in like a cult's compound, but it was weird because it was shaped like almost like a pentagon, but it had like these crosses that went inside, and you can see the walls. They were super tall, and they were like chasing the shit out of me. But what was weird is that every time they would find me, they wouldn't do shit to me. they would just let me walk out, you know. But it was just repeating itself. Like I would watch them like line people up and like take them into these like rooms, and you can hear screaming and shit. But every time I would run away and like hide, and what's weird is that I couldn't see their faces. They were just like
some. It's kind of like it was a face, but you couldn't really make it out.
Exactly. Like on this one part, like I ran into a room and I hid behind the door, and I was holding it against me, and one of the dudes like popped around the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't do shit to me, just like grunted, and I like came from around the thing and I ran out. So it was weird. It was like I don't know what the fuck that dream was trying to tell me.
Dude, there's another crazy thing that kind of like relates to like the dream realm. There was these dudes like they started this experiment. They were all like laser scientists. There's a word for that, but I'm too stupid to know what the fuck it's called. But there's like they were design lasers. So like they have this whole studio that's they created a chamber that you can't let any type of frequencies in. You know what I'm talking about? Something like that. I can't think of the fucking word, dude. This podcast is fucked because of that. But it's called but there's a chamber you can make where it lets no electromagnetic frequencies in. It's like a Faraday chamber or something like that. Type that in. See if that's like see if that's a word. It's Farah something. What is it? We gotta give the viewers a word. What's it called?
Faraday chamber.
A Faraday chamber. Yeah. So this chamber, dude, it looks like a recording studio. It's literally just like a bunch of like, cool. It's like a bunch of like uneven parts of the walls, but the walls are like built to where no type of energy can get inside it except it's like completely blocked out. So and they do these experiments, bro, where they just noticed that the dude that designed these lasers, he smoked DMT one time, okay? He smoked DMT one time and started looking at the lasers. And inside the lasers, he noticed that there are actual codings of like the universe inside the laser.
What?
Dude, it's crazy. And he started going like, "What? This is so interesting." So then he got his partner to do it. And his partner saw the same thing.
What?
So they're able to do these lasers when they're high on DMT, bro, and they all look inside it. And they did done this with like 1,000 people, and like 700 out of the 1,000 see shit. You know what I mean? And they say, dude, they'll encounter entities in this laser. So they look in the laser, right? And they're looking in this laser, and they see like different rooms in the laser, to where like one time they saw one where the dude was explaining, he's like, there was like an entity in the room, and then the entity noticed us looking in at him, and he started looking, and the entity started looking back at us like he was like interested in how we were able to see inside their room.
Yeah.
It's like you're being able to peer inside rooms that only you can see when you're high on DMT, looking through lasers.
That's one of my favorite subreddits, the DMT one, and seeing people's drawings of like entities that they see, and some of those entities are insane, bro.
Yeah.
They're insane looking.
I'll send you that documentary, and everybody that's listening, like if you search DMT laser experiment, there's like a whole rabbit hole you can go down, and these scientists have like realized that there's actually something to it, to where when they look at these lasers, you can actually start to see the coding of the universe. And it looks like I said, like it looks like the Matrix, but they say the writing, some people say it looks like Hebrew. Yeah. Some people say it looks like Japanese writing, but it's just these weird, obscure like letters,
weird looking
that are just like streaming down like continuously.
It's the Matrix, right?
Yeah. It is.
Some Anunnaki shit.
It really is crazy. Yeah. You see they found that chamber underneath the pyramids? Have you seen that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It went down like how long? Like 110 feet or something like that?
And apparently that, like the pyramids, there's a scientist that's like done a bunch of research on it, and his hypothesis is like they use the pyramid was literally just like a major energy hub. How they would, and the top of it, of course, is gold, because gold is like a good conductor.
Yeah.
So it was like the whole thing was like a massive energy. It was like a power plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were saying that they can't.
And they use granite, and granite's like a major energy.
Yeah, I think I read an article about that they can't go in there because it'll collapse or some shit. Like they'll collapse the entire thing or something.
Do you know there's certain parts of the pyramid that NASA owns?
What?
Isn't that crazy?
They probably have a fucking.
They own certain, and they say like why, and they're like and they're wanting. I can't remember the room, but there's one room in the pyramids that NASA owns.
What?
Because of their like they do experiments in there and stuff, and like the the government just knows that it has crazy power, and they just use that place for crazy experimentations. Yeah. Same thing with like the Grand Canyon. It's weird how the NASA owns like a bunch of weird places on the planet, anywhere, like pretty much everywhere. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to research that. I want to see what spots they own.
Yeah. And it's weird how you can own a room in the pyramids.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you sign that contract? Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Very weird.
Yeah. That's like the other day, I think it was like 2-3 days ago, where they found the headline of the article was like, pyramids found in Antarctica, but then scientists were like, no, it's not the tip of a pyramid. It's just rocks that are formed like that or some shit like that. But you can clearly see in the picture the top of a pyramid.
Yeah.
And it's like official. Like they officially announced that they had found that there. So.
Yeah, man. There's something weird to it. There's something weird to like all those places. But the way the dude was able to explain like how they're able to move those rocks is because of like some sort of like he like explained it scientifically, but like I said, I'm too ignorant to like even explain it. But he was like he had like the perfect like science or like scientific formula that explained how you're able to move major stones with energy. So it's like the people, dude, in like ancient Egypt were living just as modern as we are now, just in like different ways. Because there's a million different ways to make screens. We just make them like this, but back then they were making them with like natural resources.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is. Because these are all nothing but a bunch of natural components.
Yeah, that's all it is.
All put together to then make this.
The picture and the color and everything. Yeah, no, they were what's cool about that and like pyramids and like Stonehenge and all that shit is how they were explaining that some of the rocks that they used to build some of those things are like 2,000 miles away and shit and like crazy. So
and the way they were, and like apparently the way they were able to do it is like moving them with energy. Yeah. Stonehenge is a similar way. Like the rocks in Stonehenge are so massive.
Yeah, I think they said that those rocks are like from somewhere like 300 miles away or some shit.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's something insane that like even like nowadays with like the type of like technology we have now, we can't even do it.
Yeah, we can't do it.
Yeah,
that's insane.
There's like I know this podcast is all over the place, but have you ever done any research with about John Dee?
No.
John Dee, man, he was a hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me type this in. I'm going to give them information. I can send you a crazy documentary about John Dee. But what he did was, he was actually a Christian. But he would do, let's see if this shit will generate. Come on. He was a, oh, come on, dude. My computer's being a bitch. Hold on. Hold the phone. John Dee's sick as fuck, dude. He's like one of my fucking idols because he literally the things that he would do was so ahead of his time. All right, here we go.
Is he like a scientist?
Well, he technically was an alchemist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even better.
He was an alchemist and mathematician between like 1527 and 1608. So he was a mathematician, an astronomer, an astrologist during the Renaissance period. And he was from London, and he went to like Cambridge is where like he like went to like study. But he's best known for the extensive writing on mathematics, navigation, alchemy, and also his interest in the occult. Have you ever done any like deep dives on the occult? Like occult knowledge and stuff like that?
Just not too heavy, more like the Nazis and their experiments and like how they were looking for, like all the Necronomicons and all the
Because what like the occult would do, so like John Dee was one that he was a Christian, which is interesting, but he would use like scribes. So it was like him and this other guy was a scribe of his, and he would literally go through and contact entities in different dimensions with black mirrors.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he would use black mirrors and like gaze into black mirrors, and then he'd start contacting entities. Yeah. So like, and these entities would like give him all kinds of like crazy knowledge, dude. But he would like encounter demonic fucking entities sometimes, like ones that were dark.
That would scare the fuck out of me,
dude. So like he would do all this stuff, and like, but like that's the craziest thing is like when you think about they were using black mirrors now, but like all of our screens are black mirrors.
Yeah. Oh, that.
So you're doing the same thing that he was doing just back before they had what they call technology.
Yeah.
So like when you watch a TV, you're just watching a black mirror, which is crazy. And you know what I mean? And the way you're able to...
It's this guy right here.
Yeah. Yeah. John Dee is crazy, bro. And like I said, he was an extremely famous occultist, and he was his knowledge was so good that like one of the queens brought him in as as one of her scribes to like tell the future and to like see like what she should do.
Like a spiritual advisor.
Exactly. So like she like built a whole room for him and everything, and he had a massive library to where he'd have all these books, and he would just do all these experiments in the and then report back to her with like all of his findings and stuff. And then after she died, of course, like the next king that came in didn't believe in any of that shit, or like was kind of freaked out about it, and like completely like destroyed everything.
Yeah, look at him right here. He's definitely looks like an alchemist.
Yeah, no, John Dee's dude. Like if you go down the deep dive of like John Dee, it's crazy, dude. And like the occult knowledge is extremely interesting because like there's two ways to There's two types of magic that you can practice. Mm-hmm. There's black magic and there's white magic. Mm-hmm. And black magic is when you take occult principles and you use them to better yourself and not better anyone else. And then the white magic is when you better the collective consciousness. So like when you do things that are selfless with the magic. So like kind of like what Jesus would do.
Of course, yeah.
So like he was like a white magician, but like they don't really talk about that. But it's like the things that like but like ones in recent history, have you heard of Aleister Crowley?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's the creator of the Satanic Church.
No. That's what's his name.
That's Crowley.
But that guy that created the Satanic Church studied Aleister Crowley.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Aleister Crowley's he's a famous occultist.
Anton LaVey.
Anton LaVey, yeah.
Yeah.
Him and his daughter.
He's the one that created Satanism. And when you look at it, like the whole, like me, I've gotten really deep into like symbolism and stuff. So like like the pentagram, the pentagram is the 5-point star, which represents all the elements, and then the circle around it represents like your mind. Mm-hmm. So like you incorporate all the 5 elements in your mind, and then it's like for mental alchemy essentially. But what Anton LaVey did was he got the pentagram. So like when you see a normal 5-star pentagram and it's pointed up, that means it's for positivity. Like you're putting your spirit above the material world.
Yeah. So he had it upside down.
Upside down means you put the material world above everything else, and then you keep your spiritual world down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you see Satanists that like have all these crazy like expensive cars, like you see them having major mansions and stuff, and that's a sign of essentially doing black magic to better yourself.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, they talk about that with celebrities and musicians and things like that. So I mean, it's right in front of our faces.
Yeah, dude, they do, and like all of the media and everything you see now is basically black magic to manipulate you to keep you down. Yeah, it is crazy.
It's like they do. That big meeting at the Bohemian Grove,
where they do rituals and stuff,
politicians and rituals. That shit's crazy. That's the thing that Alex Jones, the thing that he recorded
he
when
infiltrated
he snuck in. Yep.
That's the thing. Like with the rituals, like those rituals only work. And it's the same thing with like ghost hunting. It's the same thing with like chasing dreams. Like if you surround yourself with a group of people that believe, that's when the magic happens.
Yeah.
But if you have people around you that have doubt, that's where like it never really goes out. But if like everyone comes through and believes, like similarly to how like people believe in Jesus, you know what I mean? Like if you believe in it, it makes it so much larger than it really is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people like that are there. They block your creative consciousness, you know, and your beliefs, and they make you doubt. Well, people doubt in whatever whatever you believe in that they don't. So they're just they're energy blockers, man. So.
Yeah, no, it is. Like the pentagram, like up like that is like a sacred symbol.
Yeah,
and that's like even like in like the early like Christian church and stuff. You see pentagrams. Like if you go and look at like pictures of like old cathedrals and stuff, a lot of them have pentagrams all around there, and some people will be like, "Oh my God, they're satanic."
Yeah.
But it's the upside down pentagram. Like there's statues of Jesus with the pentagram on it.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
and it's because of like the that old symbolism. It's like they were getting into the Matrix way early, like, and they were using shapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy, man.
I can't watch that movie too much.
Which one?
The Matrix.
Oh, I know. The Matrix is crazy. It's too real.
It's way too real.
But they make these movies and they let that out because they're trying to and what's an opinion of mine, but they let it out because like they're trying to feed you small things. Just feed you small things through media slowly to show you over time. They release more and more and
more.
The
reality of things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's just like when they release like all these alien movies and things like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's meant to, there's, I feel like it's meant to tickle the minds of the people that actually live outside the bubble. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, no, it is. It is. But
which
like
is pretty cool.
People will see the Matrix that don't have like a mind opening to like actually spirituality and believe that you're in. Because like for example, for me, dude, like my brain's developed so crazy in like the past like 5 years.
Yeah.
As opposed to like when I was a kid, I'd watch the Matrix and be like, what a cool movie.
That's it.
But now I watch it after all the drugs and all the fucking mind opening I've done. I'm like, bro, that's literally what is going on. No, really. The red pill or the blue pill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You take the fucking blue pill and you can literally the blue pill essentially is forget about it, pretend it doesn't exist. But the red pill is being like, no, it does exist, and I'm going to
and question everything,
explore it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the whole thing about the Matrix is super. It's intriguing. I mean, like I said, I feel like I've been glitching a lot.
Yeah.
Just like in the movie, you see something, then it's not there, and you're like, wait a minute. And my brain can't process shit. It's like, I don't know.
No, like I said, a lot of it's like beyond human comprehension.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Yeah. Like I said, like the Baphomet, like that's like a symbolism of like that, the thing with like the goat head and the horns.
Yep. Yeah.
And all the symbolism means things that like, it's like the horns represents like horniness.
Yeah.
So like if you're going off of like if you're like super fucking horny and you go out and like fuck a bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
It's like it brings you back to duality of like thinking you're actually a body and wanting to serve the body.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, grounded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the main thing with some of these philosophies is like if you realize you're not a body and give away to all the desires of the body, that's when you find non-duality, which means you're like one. Yeah. And once you're one, then you're basically free. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Satanism.
It's interesting.
It's a religion. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I know people that practice it. Mm-hmm. I've had friends that have practiced it, and it's not a bad thing. It's essentially like Christianity. You do good unto others. It's the same thing. It's just that there's people that flip it and use it for bad things. So,
yeah, same way with any type of real religion. You know what I mean? Like the big churches you see that like won't let people in when like there's a flood, and like they're like, no, fuck that. They're like literally, like I said, they're damning you to hell in Jesus' name, essentially. Yeah.
No, I had a friend that so in the movie Hereditary, they talked to King Paimon, which is one of the princes of hell, and one of my friends, they used to, I mean, they still do. It's heavy in their lives, and they were telling me a story of how to summon him.
Yeah,
and like what it's like summoning King Paimon, and it's like, when you're doing the summoning, and you're in the triangle, and you're doing the chant and trying to get him to come.
Is it a triangle or a pentagram?
It's a triangle.
Okay.
A lot of so in the movie Hereditary, like they don't really explain. You gotta watch it, bro. We have said this shit like in 3 episodes, 4 episodes.
I know. I've never watched
it. After you watch that movie, you're gonna be like, all right, I know what the fuck you're talking about.
I've watched like real satanic rituals, and like when I've watched like there's like Satanists, and like like I said, they do it in the pentagram though. Yeah. And how they do it is it was a female Satanist, and she, like I said, they light a bunch of candles, and then they basically summon the devil. Yeah. Yeah. Which I don't know if that's what's his name is. Is that like essentially what that is? Or?
No, he's one of the princes. So what they were saying, like using it for good, when you summon him, you have to get through like 9, I think it's like 8 or 9 people before, or princes, his like demons before him. But when he comes to you, all you hear like horns and instruments and everything playing, and things like that. And when you actually get to him, he talks so loud that you got to tell him to be a little quiet. And with offering, you can offer like wine and chocolate and shit like that. He doesn't, obviously he doesn't want your fucking soul. Yeah. But he's very smart in like art and music and things like that. So a lot of people that want help with like creativity, summon him. So it's super cool. It's interesting. I've read a bunch about it, and just hearing the story from my friends and shit, it's just interesting to know, because they like, practice shit like that,
The one that I watched, like they did the ceremony, and then like the girl that was running it would sit down with like a book, and then she would start writing, and then she would like start like scribing out like messages that she was getting from the devil. Yeah, which is interesting.
Subconsciously, consciously.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. The human body and the human mind can do a lot of crazy things. Oh yeah. But it's just weird that like one of the main things that she would say, like the dudes were ask her questions that were doing it because they were like doing a documentary about it, and she would ask them. He'd be like, "Why are you the root of evil?" And they're like, "They're not telling you the full truth. There's a lot about me that's misconstrued." Yeah. It is interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like documentaries and things about it. It's just shit like that's freaky, bro.
It is. People that really get into it, you can tell their energies are drained though, because like after that whole ceremony, like it was crazy the things that happened to the ceremony. Like a moth like came up, and like her explanation was like the moths are like a sign of demon energy, to where they like the moth came up and like lit on one of like the glasses of wine that she had out for as like you were talking about as like an offering, and it went to the glass of wine and then died and fell down, and then like after the ceremony was over, it went back up and flew away.
Poor moth. They were using it as like a grounding.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like the insects apparently have something to do with it also.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was wild, dude. I was watching that. I was like, Jesus.
No,
man.
I'm telling you, watch Hereditary. It's one of those movies where like they leave so much out. You'll notice things in the background, and a lot of symbolism. Like the director supposedly did a ritual by just making you watch it. I watched the whole explanation on it. It's fucking insane.
It goes back to like the hypnosis thing, where like he uses the film to then be able to reach the masses with the ritual.
Dude, there's the instruments, the frequency that the music is playing. Like, there's a whole article that you can read about it. It's crazy.
Because
the movies, it's insane. The movie's really good.
Sounds are crazy how they're able to open your mind subconsciously, and you don't even know, because there's your mind and then there's the subconscious mind, which is like what all your dreams are. So like that's what they say, like your dreams, like you write down all your dreams and you can learn more about your subconscious mind, because your dreams are all you. Some people be like, oh, I go to the dream world and there's like something haunting me, but it's really yourself haunting yourself. Yeah. And like and it's your subconscious mind. Yeah.
You're essentially just beating yourself up. Mm-hmm. You know?
That's like one of the things about occultism is like you are the creator of your own universe. So like occultism is weird because instead of like how Christianity does it, they make it seem like you need Jesus to like get to there, when Jesus in actuality is like, I'm not going to help you. I just did it myself. Yeah. You can do it just like I did it. Yeah. But I'm not here to help you.
I'm not here to help you do it.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Yeah. That makes you weak. Yeah. And makes me seem like I'm sort of superior, but when I'm just like you, but you're able to do exactly what I can do. You don't need me to be there to make you do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like figure it out on your own.
Exactly. Because like that's the only way you can get. Who helped Jesus? You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody. You know what I mean? He did it all himself to show you that it's true. You know, it's crazy, dude. Yeah. But you say that to certain Christians, and they'll freak out and think you're like some sort of demon. But it's part of the conditioning of of Christianity. Like, there's something weird about Christianity to where like they won't let you get out of it. Yeah. So it's like it's in all the rules and all like the writings. It's like even paranormal investigating is against the biblical teachings. Yeah. Because you're not supposed to explore things outside of that spiritual realm. Yeah. And like when you go and explore like ghosts, you're outside of the Christian realm. Yeah. Yeah.
You're disturbing things that you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah. It is interesting.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like if you look it up, paranormal investigating is against Christian beliefs. Yeah. Yeah. Because they want you to keep you locked in. It's crazy how like the whole thing of Christianity is to keep you locked into a mind space where you can't self-explore. Where it's like, don't question that. Trust me. When that's complete opposite of what Jesus was saying. He's like, it's in you. Yeah. So you can figure it all out. Don't rely on external sources for anything. Yeah.
It's super culty, bro.
It is.
It's culty as shit. And we see it on larger scales because we're in big cities, but man, these small towns in the United States are crazy with their religion, bro. You know,
and it's crazy how there's like a scapegoat. It's like, oh no, he's demonic, he's possessed. Don't listen to him. When if Jesus came through and would say the things that he would say, they would call him a demon.
Of course,
the guy that you're supposedly the whole religion that you're based off of. If he came in and actually did what he was actually doing, you would call him a demon.
Yeah, no, it's. Man,
he was literally a counterculture, anti-religion, but he was countering Jewish religion because that was the only religion that was up back then. Yeah, in that time. But he was a Jew, but he started to think outside of Judaism, and then all of a sudden they're like, whoa, chill, dude.
We can't have that shit, bro.
It's crazy. They say that's like one of the big things that got him like killed was like people started to proclaim him the King of Kings. And like when you start saying that he's the King of Kings, and I don't even know if he proclaimed. I mean, I'm almost positive he would have never said I'm a King of Kings. But people that are so easily influenced and have never been around somebody who's so sure of themselves are like, no, he knows more than the king. So then they spread the King of Kings.
Of course, they were speaking for him.
The King of Kings, the King of the Jews. That's like what they would call him. Yeah. And then they're like, bro. No, not today.
Not today, brother.
Not today, man. You're not going to be the King of Kings today. What is it?
No, go ahead.
Even like I said, like there's a sick painting that's like him and like the king that like sentenced him to death. Uh-huh. And like that's like one of my favorite paintings of like Jesus just standing there with that king, and the king's just like, the conversation that they had was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? The things that they would talk about.
Look at that. We're talking about occults, and look this. I'm gonna have to watch this shit. It's 5 hours long.
Oh my god, yeah, that's crazy.
That's probably a fucking good YouTube video.
The occult thing, I'm super into it, dude. Like that stuff, because it just creates nothing but self empowerment.
Yeah.
And that book, I need to give you a copy of it. Like the Kabbalion. Mm-hmm. The Kabbalion is like a good entry level into. It's called Hermetic philosophy, which is like Hermes. Uh-huh. Hermes was like. There's not really even like they call him a person, but it's just a collection of a bunch of different people's insights. Because there is if you look up Hermes, there is no real Hermes, but they made him like a person so people can like better explain it. They like personified it. Yeah. But it's really just a bunch of ideas. And that's like the same thing with like the Freemasons. They all use Hermetic philosophy to basically empower themselves to where it's all about self-empowerment. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And that's the weird thing about Christianity. They don't like you to be self-empowered. They make you. But then it's interesting, though, in Christianity, the story of Lucifer, right? It's like you can practice this and then go down the dark path and be like, no, I am better than the universe. I am all. And then that's like the story of Lucifer, to where you cast yourself into hell because you think you're getting a big ego with all this knowledge. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
That's insane.
It is. It is indeed.
Check this shit out. This is pretty cool. Like, I've been wanting to get a copy of that, but I've read people's reviews of them actually holding that book in their hand. Yeah. And just a bunch of bad shit. Just having it.
The Lesser Key of Solomon.
Yeah.
Is an anonymously grimoire in sorcery, mysticism, and magic. It's coming in the 17th century from material several centuries older, because this stuff, a lot of it roots back to Egypt. Yeah. And like there's like, like the Jesus didn't start practicing his craft until he was about 30, and it took him 3 years for him to get killed. So he was literally just like sourcing and practicing. Yeah. Because the forgotten years of Jesus, there was from a time, I can't remember, it's like around like 12 to 30, they don't know where he went.
What?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's back with like all this crazy knowledge because he just did all the spiritual work. Huh. Yeah. It is weird, dude.
There is certain things with religion and in the Bible where there's like time jumps. Nobody can fill in the blanks.
Mm-hmm. And then they have stories about Jesus that they've taken out. Like apparently when Jesus was a kid, he killed another kid. Like with like spiritual powers, like so like there's like things like that to where like he killed another kid. There's one like theories that there's one like the night that Jesus was arrested, he was in a park alone with a 13-year-old kid, and the kid was in nothing but a cloth because Jesus had just baptized him in a river. So like he was like mentoring this kid, and the night that he got arrested to be crucified, he was like hanging out with this kid. So people were like, "Oh, Jesus was a pedophile." But he was really just like a mentor to like anybody that would listen. I can't even remember the kid that he was arrested with, but dude, look that up. It goes so deep, and like the Bible only tells you certain things, which is crazy.
We talked about it before. Like, where the fuck did he go?
Yeah, no, dude. He went and just like did a bunch of self-exploring and like just completely detached. Like the whole like the 40 days and 40 nights. Like he went to the desert completely alone for 40 days and 40 nights and just meditated for 40 days and 40 nights. It took him 40 days and 40 nights to get the insight that he needed to basically do his like practice of magic.
So look, this is part of the same book. Like there's like sublets inside of the book. Check that shit out.
Is it like
the Ars of Goetia?
Is it like demonology?
Yeah.
Yeah. And demonology is
it's a mix of everything. Like it has different parts within, but it has different things.
72 demons of Ars Goetia.
Yeah, the Goetia.
Goetia, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are like similar to like the symbols that like John Dee would scribe and write. Yeah, no, it is crazy, dude. If you spend all your time just like trying to explore your mind, you'll come up with some really crazy stuff. Like you said, nowadays they have us like trapped with jobs and like family, and like you can't like do this kind of stuff full time like Jesus would do, or like John Dee would do, or like all these spiritual advisors would do. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It is insane.
Yeah, I mean, they got us by the balls.
No, to say the least.
Yeah, man.
I find it extremely interesting. Yeah, we do. We got to do a bunch of research on this.
Yeah,
but yeah,
dude.
the Kabbalion is a read that I recommend anybody. You can get the book on Amazon for like $9.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get the paperback of it, and that one kind of explains the. It's a perfect entry. There's books that go on after it, but there's a perfect entry level to occult magic and like occult knowledge and stuff.
Yeah. So.
But and like the hardest part is to like when you're reading all that stuff, you have to like kill your ego to make it to where you do it with an open mind, because your ego has an interesting way of being like, this is all bullshit.
Yeah. You have to make yourself as vulnerable as possible.
You have to take it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you let that mind that you've been doing, however old you are, like say you're 40, say you're fucking 50 years old, it's hard for somebody who's 50 years old to understand these concepts, because especially if they've never focused on spirituality from a young age, like you can't train your brain, because your brain just goes back to the normal that you created for 50 years. You know? Yeah, it is crazy,
it's
dude.
It's deep, man. It's crazy shit.
Yeah, there's a few videos I need to show you. But yeah, what do you think? You think that was a good little fucking run, dude? A good welcome back, bro?
Yeah, that was a nice little welcome back.
The next time we do this, we're going to be live filmed, yeah?
Live filmed.
Good. So like and it'll be a lot better of a... It'll be a better visual experience. It'll be better for both of our sides.
Yeah.
And we'll have a bunch of more knowledge. I know this podcast is all over the place, but it was a lot more just spitballing.
Yeah,
just throwing a bunch of theories.
Freestyling a little bit.
I feel like people enjoy that. Maybe not, but we enjoy it most importantly.
I love that shit, dude. We catch up. We tie loose ends of other pods.
Exactly.
I don't know. I enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I feel like when we go visit this spot, we should go as the sun's going down.
Yeah, Casadega?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, Wednesday or Sunday, I'm down. Yeah.
I'm down. I ain't doing shit.
Even if it'd be sick to just go at night for the first time and do like a, I mean, I don't know. We could figure something out.
You let me know, man.
Yeah.
You let me know. We can do some research on it. It's literally like a corner or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. That's how big little town.
And they've got the hotel, but that place has the largest collection of mediums and occultists in one place.
Yeah.
It's the biggest place in the world, and we happen to live 45 minutes. It's not by accident, bro.
The thing is, I've watched videos and
they don't do it justice, bro. I've never seen a good documentary about it.
Me neither. I mean, I'm sure we can find one. Maybe we can probably find one.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say, "Oh, nothing really happens. You know, it's just a chill town."
They're not really.
They don't want people to just flock over there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So they're. You know, I mean, every time I read some shit like that, I'm like, all right, cool.
I have a strong pull towards wanting to go there. So like that is enough. Like if if you feel the urge to do it, that's the universe telling you to do it.
Go do it.
Yeah.
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 So we'll go do it.
It's easy. It's close. Yeah. That'll be an amazing video too. I'm gonna try to do it like documentary style, to where we film a lot more than we did at the previous locations and stuff. We have like a more laid out plan, but I think they'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you'd enjoy it too.
Yeah.
All right, gang.
That's
episode 9.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, sir.